Well, hello everyone. Happy hump day, happy Wednesday. And here's a shocker for you. We are playing Farming Simulator 22 and we are on Tranquil Waters by Stevie. But here is this little surprise I bet you didn't see coming. We are on 1.0.0.5. Stevie has thrown out recently an update to the map. It's a small update. Nothing huge. Did not require a new save game. I've also taken off my bee's knees. So we are now in our normal garb. The only thing I guess that Stevie did to this latest update, evidently the French fries pallets were not spawning very nicely. I guess French fries weren't behaving. So that has been corrected. Otherwise, I think that's the only thing that's changed according to the notes. And I bet we still won't see a train. No train. Yep, I just don't think we're ever going to see a train. No train, what a shame. So yeah, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. I'm sitting here in a very comfortable office chair. I say that sarcastically. I do have an additional pillow. It's my butt pillow. These are things I'm sure you didn't need to know, but I am sharing with you because we have become, dare I say, friends over the year plus time that we have been doing this thing together we call Farming Simulator Let's Play on the RQS gaming channel. RQS was recently asked, what does RQS stand for? Because clearly my name is not R. It's not Q or S. And clearly my name is Brad. You've heard me you've heard me many times yell at myself for doing stupid things. Well, let me explain what RQS is a little bit, but let's try and do more than one thing at a time. We are going to hit the road. Let's get our front weight on there. We are going to see if we can... Does this... Oh, no. Don't you unfold. I thought the front weight had a... like opened up. Doesn't the little front thingy open up? Apparently not. We need to set rye as I think we're going to do some rye. As you remember last time we purchased a new field. Fairly decent sized field, not huge, but not small. We did some liming last time. We plowed, we limed. We came, we saw, we conquered. Beacons for safety, please, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. And let's fill up our cedar with all the glorious things we need. And we'll see if we can actually get this thing to fill up both seeds and fertilizer. It is doing nothing. Do I need to open anything? I don't think I do. Am I too close? Am I too far away? There's seeds. And there's fertilizer. Okay, perfect. Let's hit the road. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a really good week. And when I say that, I mean that sincerely. I really do hope you're having a good week. I want somebody to have a good week. You know, even if I'm not having a good week, I would love to hear somebody else having a good week. My week actually hasn't been that bad so far. Work has been average. It's been work. So there you go for that. Nothing dramatic, nothing special. Let's start, actually, you know what we're going to do? we're going to attempt to, in lieu of the issue we had last episode with our hired helper, I am going to run a headland. Oh, new tires on the John Deere, by the way. Don't know if you noticed, but we have some absolutely beautiful BKTs. And we got the bigger doubles on the front and back, not the skinnies. I might say that is looking quite sharp, quite nice. Hope you agree. Let's run a headland just for funsies. Maybe if we define the field a little bit better for our hired helper, we will set them up for success. It's always good to be set up for success. I don't know what I'm talking about. So if you have been in the corporate world at all, or at least for many years, I think it's fair to say that you have probably heard a lot of the corporate world nonsense and garb that goes around. There's always a new flavor of the day with the corporate world, right? There's always that new thing, that new little gimmick that is supposed to bring everybody together and make things, function smoother and get more work out of you, make you be more productive. But it's packaged and designed to make you feel like the corporate world cares about you. They want you to be happy. They want you to succeed. I'm not going to get deep into that. I'm just going to say I am going through some things like that at the moment at my place of work. And it's hard not to be a little bit cynical about it. I have one of those bosses that I think lives to work and doesn't work to live. I'm going to let you guess where I sit on that. It's probably fairly obvious. I definitely am a work to live, not a live to work kind of person. If I didn't have to work, I wouldn't. But I do, so I do. I have to work to pay the bills, so I work. If I didn't have to, I'm not going to lie to you, you would be getting a lot more content from me. Yeah. I would be home, and we would be seeing a lot more of each other. And maybe that's not such a good thing. Maybe I would overstay my welcome. Maybe I would have too much content. I don't know if that's possible. Yeah, you can wait, buddy. That's why I got the beacons on. I don't know if that's possible in the YouTube world. If it's possible to have too much content. I would think so. I would think if I put like 4 videos out a day, that could be a bit much, right? Brad, that is... I don't know what you're doing. Alright. Let's run one more thing down. We have something else we need to do. We are going to do some planting here. This actually isn't going to take very long. We can also do this, which I like to do because I just like it. I like a line-free experience with the GPS mod. It just looks nicer without the old runway lights out in front of us. So RQS gaming channel. Well, RQS, it's nothing special, but it's an homage to my high school, my junior high, late junior high into high school nickname. I don't know how I got this nickname. In fact, I don't think the person that gave me this nickname even knows exactly why it was given. I hung with a group of people, really good people, good guys, and we were band geeks. We were definitely band geeks. We were, some of us more than others. I went on for a music major. That was my college education. Music major, and I spent a lot of my high school time in music related. I was fortunate enough to go to a very large high school at the time. In fact, the largest high school in Minnesota at the time. And because of the size of the school, they offered music theory my senior year because they had enough students, I guess, interested in it that they actually offered the class, which was great because that actually applied to college, and I got to skip Music Theory 101 when I went to college because I had already had that experience in high school, which, by the way, I fully support. I really believe that the more advanced classes kids can get in high school that support further education, if that's what they choose to do, I think it's great. And I was fortunate enough to do that. But anyways, in this band geek world, we did a lot of kind of silly things. We were silly. Sometimes I think bordering on, if not shooting over the border of stupidity. One of the guys that was kind of in our group one day called me Roy. I'm not certain that it was exactly a positive thing, but it stuck. And once Roy came into play, Roy had to have a middle and last name, evidently. So Roy's middle name is Q, and Roy's last name is Skenzer. So there's your RQS, Roy Q Skenzer. Now, it eventually even went further into an entire family tree that came out. And actually, I still have that family tree, handwritten family tree. It is pretty hilarious, but yeah, that's where RQS comes from. It's stuck with me. It's something I've used ever since, and that's where the RQS gaming channel came from. I had several ideas on what I wanted to call the channel. I was really tempted to call the channel something more specific to farming and farming simulator, actually. But I thought, you know what, if I want to, I don't know, it felt a little constrained if I just said, you know, RQS farming something, or just regular farming, or farmers are us, or whatever it was going to be. Who knows? It just felt kind of restrictive. So, man, why do I continue to launch my GPS? Anyways, oh, come on, Brad. Really? See, our fertilizer is quickly disappearing as well. So I went with that, and amongst other ideas I had, but that's just where it landed. And yeah, it is what it is. So if you're wondering why RQS and why my name is Brad and why those don't seem to fit, that's the short of it, the long and short of it, as they say. No new mods today. A little disappointing. I went out on King mods because sometimes there's, you know, PC only mods and stuff that come out that aren't on the Giants mod hub. And there really wasn't anything out there either, so kind of a slow Tuesday. I'm recording this Tuesday evening. Hopefully we'll see some mods tomorrow maybe. I wanted to also take a minute, and I will not talk about this a great deal because it's just not what I plan to do, but I did want to take a minute to mention I am now, we're at the point as a, dare I say, family and friends channel at this point. We have enough subscribers. YouTube's weird, and YouTube has changed a lot over the years. I'm seeing, you know, it's been this way for a while where I think YouTube really wants you to focus on, if you want to monetize anything, they want you to focus on memberships, right? So monthly membership to your channel. And I know that a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers do Patreon, etc. I currently don't have a Patreon. I've thought about it, but I don't really feel like it's necessary at this point. There are other things that I do have planned, and I appreciate your patience on. I do plan to eventually and hopefully get a Discord channel set up. I would also really like to have a multiplayer server. I would love to be able to play with you all. That is something that I feel is important and really looking forward to. I really want to have a chance for us to be able to get online together and play some farming together. I think that would be a blast. I'm not usually much of an online multiplayer person, but I would definitely, and I don't even want to say make an exception because that sounds not right, but I would definitely be interested in doing some multi-playing with player stuff with you guys, for sure. You all, guys and gals. So yes, that is something I foresee coming. Also, I did set up memberships for the channel. Again, I always feel like these are things that I never want to. I even felt for a long time uncomfortable about asking for a like or asking for, you know, or saying, you know, mentioning subscriptions and, you know, subscribing to the channel, and I just feel like, you know, I never want it to. Oopsie, you stop. Let's go grab some fertilizer. We don't have much left, so we might as well just get it. So I never want to feel like I don't know. I'm not a hard closer. That's why I probably would never really be a good salesperson, because I just don't ever feel comfortable like, so are we going to make a deal today or not? You know, it's just not my nature, generally speaking. But I'll tell you, you know, you see the channel growing over time. It hasn't been anything, you know, spectacular, but it's been steady Eddie here and there. And you all know how I feel about that and how much I wholeheartedly appreciate. And you know what? It's not even, it's appreciate, but it's also just humbled at the fact that there are some of you who watch my channel, are dedicated to it. You watch it regularly. And that just, you know, that just means the world to me. It really, really does. And it's not an ego boost thing. It's just, I'm so glad that you're enjoying what I enjoy, you know, and enjoying what I'm bringing to you. And that's really cool, that we all enjoy the same kind of thing like that. And you all know how I feel about your special comments that you like to leave. Always makes my day. A little more seed. Oops. Did I go too far? Not far enough. Let's try this again. Mr. Fertilizer, I need you. There you are. All right, we finally got it. So yeah, as far as memberships go, obviously more than welcome to do that. You're more than welcome not to do that. I don't have anything in particular special as far as memberships go. I don't really, other than, you get the I don't know, the little emblems next to your name when you comment and stuff like that. But I think eventually when we start diving into maybe some live Let's Plays and doing more things like that, I think it'll get a little more interesting and a little more valuable maybe to become a member. At some point, I would like to have the ability to offer a little bit more to people who decide to be members. Maybe an option where you can request a specific mod review, or maybe request that a specific tractor or implement gets used in the Let's Plays, or maybe have a more of a say on what map, and different things like that. But we are still a small channel, a small community. But as my dad would always tell me, size isn't everything. I think he pitied me. There's nothing like boosting a guy. There's nothing like boosting a little kid's self-worth when your dad continues to tell you that size isn't everything. It's like, first of all, you're like, what? Wait a minute, what does that even mean? What are you talking about? And then you get older and you realize, man, that was not cool. Why would my dad say that to me? And why did my dad know? And what? There's so many questions there that I don't even want to ask. But yeah. It's a good channel. I'm enjoying it. I'm glad you all are enjoying it. There's some nights, excuse me, or some days when I come home from work and I'm just kind of like, boy, just not fully in the mood. But every single time I feel that way, I get on the PC, I launch Farm Sim, I get ready for recording a video, and I never regret doing it. It always ends up being, yeah, I'm glad I did that. That was good. That was fun. We are very close to knocking this thing out. And then we're going to try and do one more thing. How is our fertilizer looking? That's looking pretty good. I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. I don't want to forget, we probably are going to want to roll this field. We shouldn't have to worry about weeds since we plowed. We should be in good shape, I think, for three seasons. I believe plowing gives you basically 3 years worth of weed freedom. Oh, I was going to check and see if our stop sign got fixed down on the, the north side of our farm. The one that, accidentally got knocked down during the blizzard of 23 here. Speaking of, holy cow, fall is here. We had the last day of summer, I believe, was over the weekend, if I'm not mistaken. Absolutely crazy time. I think we're going to call that good. I'm not worried about that tiny little strip. Actually, you know what? There's another little tiny strip. Yeah, okay. We're going that way anyways. We're driving this way anyways, so we might as well. It's just a tiny little bit there. Boy, the fertilizer doesn't think so. It looks like it's ticking down pretty good. Should probably take a minute to also check our silos. We really don't have anything we can put in the silos right now except for we do have straw, but I believe we are completely out of alfalfa or grass. I mean, I guess we could take a little bit of time to do the old mowing between fields and some of the other areas, but I'm kind of thinking that's probably not going to be worth it. And our alfalfa field right here should be... That's our wheat field. That's right, our alfalfa field's one more over. Let's go take a quick peek, ski at that. I think it's not going to be ready for another month. I mean, I guess we could mow it any time here. I saw somebody do a little comparison between mowing grass fields monthly. Yeah, it's early on here still. In fact, this is still in the harvested stage. So there's nothing here. Either mowing monthly or waiting for, what is it, like the 3-month period, and going that route. And it looked like, according to what they found at least, that mowing monthly produced a little bit more total yield. Not considerably, not much. So, if you got the time, I guess you could just go for it. But, I don't know. It's a lot of work to go through and do that, especially if you're baling as well and stuff. I suppose we should. We could put down another wash bay, but then I would just have 2 wash bays that are full. You know, it's like that thing where it's like, man, you know, can we... my keys and my wallet and all my stuff, there's like that drop-off table you always have where everybody just dumps their stuff when they come home. So you get this great idea, and you say, you know what? Instead of that, let's get a... let's get something, you know, specific that we can get that will be for all that junk that we just drop off. And so you do it, and then you find out that people are still leaving junk all over the table they used to drop stuff on, but also the thing that you bought that was supposed to eliminate that is now also a drop-off table. So now you've got 2 junk tables instead of 1. That's my long way of saying I probably shouldn't put down another wash bay, because I'm pretty sure I would just leave tractors in both wash bays anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna, you know, I don't know. I usually don't put a lot of effort into the old cleaning, but I'm gonna try and be a little bit better about it here on Tranquil, and see if we can keep our machinery a little more polished. I'm still definitely not going to pay the ridiculous prices they want for paint, but we can at least keep our beautiful John Deere looking beautiful. Let's check on repairs here real quickly. Real quick like. Oh, not bad. 15 bucks for the cedar. Of course, our front weight needs a couple dollars. And the John Deere's 107. That's not too shabby. $35,000 worth of paint for the John Deere. You've got to be out of your stinking mind. It doesn't look like it needs $35,000 worth of paint. Holy cow, no way. All right, so here's what I have in mind. Thanks to 10 Man. Brought this this mod to my attention. We have some cash, and I was kind of looking and thinking, you know what? The straw production mod looks interesting. And what I'm thinking, there's 3 parts to it. There is a production facility. There is a... Oh, is it under silos? I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Silo extension. No, Brad, what do you... Brad. No. Is it under silos? There it is, right there. Yeah. That's what we need right there, this Hummer. This is the storage plant, our storage facility. But before we toss that down, we really don't use these gizmos. So I'm thinking, let's just sell this guy here. $51,000, almost $52,000. So, yeah. That more than pays for our straw storage plant. I also want to, let me see if I can get the right buttons. Let's do a 45-degree angle on this thing. Can you change colors? No, you cannot change colors. All right, that's fine. It's all right. That's all right. We're just going to plop this thing down here. I think something like that, if we infringe on our grass area, we can always fix that. So there is our straw storage facility. Not bad. Maybe a little cement came across here, but we can make that look better. Which we will do, but right now, for the sake of time, we can blend this cement in a little bit nicer. But for the sake of time, we are not going to worry about that at the moment. Let me quick turn on this so we can see. We got a drop-off point, it looks like, here. So my understanding of how this works is... Actually, I don't know that I have a full understanding of how this works. This is the processing facility. But we also need to place 2 more things. Let's scoot over here. So this is kind of a nice area that Stevie gave us for putting down or doing whatever you want to do. But oh, our stop sign did get... I guess the county came along and fixed our stop sign. Very nice. Oh, that's nice. I'll tell you what, you're not much safer in that little smart car thing that just went by. That little Pepe Le Pew smart car. Than I think I am on a skateboard. In fact, I might be safer on the skateboard. Let's put down the second thing we need, which is over in productions. And that is the straw processing. So I think the straw gets processed here. Then it gets sent over to the thing we put down on the farm. And that is actually where my understanding is the hats and the straw pallets will spawn if you do storing. So they won't spawn here. Excuse me. They'll spawn back at the farm. But I thought this was a nice area for us to put a storefront, more or less, our retail storefront. And we can kind of use space. We don't need to be stingy about where we put this stuff. I probably could have put it over a little bit that way. But that's okay. We got plenty of room. I don't know. Do we have a... Is there another one of these lots? I don't think there is. I think that's the one Stevie gave us. So there's this. Looks like there might be something right there. Over on the east side there. This west side, or this south side, looks like it's all filled. So yeah, this looks like our main area Stevie gave us. And maybe a spot here. I'm actually curious. Yeah, oh, very nice. I kind of like this over here, actually. I'm beginning to wonder if maybe we should put it here. No, we're good. I think we're good with with what we're thinking. I think we're okay. I don't know how much we're gonna put down future-wise, but yeah. So the third thing we need to put down is a selling point. And you have to put this sales point down because there is no other place for this stuff to be sold at. This is it right here. And if you don't put this down, I believe, excuse me, you have to put this down. Even if you don't want to physically sell the products, you just want to auto sell them, they still will not auto sell without this down, is kind of my understanding. We're just going to plop this down back here behind our storefront. I really like this. Looks good. Nice big straw hat. Actually reminds me of a show that I just finished watching, and I highly recommend you check it out. It's called One Piece. It's on Netflix. It is a fantasy pirate. It is so good. I enjoyed that show absolutely thoroughly. I guess there's an animation too, or that was first, or I don't know how it works, but this show is outstanding. So yeah, I think we bring our straw and whatnot over here. We need to focus on the whatnot. Then I think it gets distributed. We want to make sure those are set to distribution. Then after the products, straw and water, it gets distributed to here. And these we will just leave on storing because I want to watch the pricing and see how pricing goes. But we should get straw crates, straw accessories. I think the straw accessories are mostly hats, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And that's it. That's the three pieces we need. Not a great deal of money. I mean, I actually think it's really pretty affordable, right? How much was... I didn't even really pay attention. How much was the... how much was the straw? Okay, so 70,000. And then the other piece was 30, so you got 100,000 plus, what, 500 bucks? 500 bucks for this. So right around 100, a little over 100,000 for the whole gizmo. Which isn't chump change, but really nice. Looks really good. I really like that. Because we might end up with quite a bit of straw. So, thanks Tin Man for the suggestion. I really like that quite a bit. We are going to do some work on beautifying our store over there. We'll probably put down some parking spots and some lampposts and some things to make it a little bit more homey over there. Makes it look like more of a retail district. And we might work on this a little bit too, but there's not much here to be done. So yeah, I'm gonna call it good. That's I think we've got enough done this episode, and I think we're in good shape as far as the rye goes. pH is looking good, and it looks like nitrogen is good. I think we need to roll that field, and I think we'll be in good shape. You all have an amazing, hopefully an amazing Wednesday. happy midweek, and I will see you on Hagenstedt tomorrow, actually. Thursday. This Throwback Thursday is indeed Hagenstedt. We are going to be wrapping things up on Hagenstedt here very soon. In fact, I'm thinking probably 1 or 2 more episodes, and we're going to be moving on. So I've had a lot of fun there. I hope you've enjoyed that map as well, but I think it's time to get something fresh going. So thanks everyone for joining me. I really do appreciate it. As always, feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. I'd certainly appreciate that. You're always welcome to subscribe. You're always welcome to join as a member. You're always welcome to just sit back and enjoy watching the videos and not do anything. Comments are always welcome. Criticisms are always welcome. I'm pretty open that way. But thanks everyone. Really, thank you very much for sticking with me and enjoying this journey and our time on Tranquil Waters. And I will see you real soon. Make sure you take care of yourselves too, by the way. And of course, take care of each other. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.